Okay, we start with sub-practice 7.1a. Question number 1. So this is the table, the graph. Please mark your answer now. If you have any question, please ask. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Okay, that's all. Any question before we proceed to new subtopic? Any question, girls?
No, teacher.
Okay, thank you, Gajan, for response. Okay, next, we proceed to the new subtopic, graph of motion, part 2. So our learning standard or objective for today's lesson, interpret distance time graph and describe the motion based on the graph. Okay, macam semalam kita lukis. Today kita nak interpret and describe. Okay, how do you interpret distance time graph? Study the two distance time graph below. This is diagram 1 and diagram 2. Okay. Okay. So for diagram 1, diagram 1, this one, shows a motion from O to C for a distance of S meter in a period of T second. Okay. OA, as you can see here, OA, positive gradient of graph. Gradient of OA represents speed of motion. Motion at uniform speed. Motion for a distance of S1 meter in a period of T1 second. Macam ada orang nak masuk. Okay, again. OA, this is positive gradient, so represent speed. Motion at uniform speed. Uniform speed mean speed yang sama je. Okay. For a motion, a distance of S1, and T1 second. Okay, AB, this one, AB, zero gradient. No change in distance mean motion stop, stationary. Maksudnya motion ni first from 0 to A, dia ada pergerakan, ada speed. Then from A to B, the motion or the object stop. Okay, the object stop. Stationary for the period T2 minus T1. Maksudnya dalam masa ni, dalam masa between T1 to T2 ni, particles ataupun objek ni berhenti. Okay, ini cara you baca graf lah. Kalau nampak graf macam ni, maksudnya mula dia bergerak with uniform speed. Then stop. Then bergerak lagi. Motion continues to C. Ada speed lah. Bergerak. Distance dia S. Period dia T second. Boleh. So ini cara you interpret graph. Distance time graph. Kalau dia ada gradient, mean dia bergerak. The particle moving. Kalau dia mendatar macam ni, no gradient or zero gradient, so ini dia stop. And then ada macam gradient lagi, so ini dia bergerak lagi, ada speed. Okay. Kalau tengok pada graf yang kedua tadi, show a motion from O to R passing through P and Q. Okay, tengok pada OP. OP ni positive gradient, maksudnya bergerak. S meter, T1 second. Masa dia T1, distance dia S. Lepas tu at P to Q, macam ni, so ni berhentilah. Stationary, zero gradient. Between T1 to T2. Kalau nak cari berapa lama dia berhenti, T2 minus T1. Next, Q to R, this is negative gradient. Negative speed show the object move back to original place or move in the opposite direction. So kalau gradient tu value dia negative, ada dua kemungkinan lah. The first one, object move back to the original place, patah balik lah. Atau move in the opposite direction. Macam contohnya you dari rumah. Dari rumah nak ke Taiping contoh. Rumah nak ke Taiping. So you naik kereta. So speed dia akan jadi macam ni lah. Lepas tu katakan bila dah selesai urusan nak balik rumah. So dia punya speed akan jadi negatif. Tapi dia tak lukis macam ni lah. Bukan, maksudnya dia tak lukis terbalik lah macam ni. Sebab masa dia berbeza kan. So dia akan lukis macam ni. So ni kita faham lah. Kalau negative gradient ni sama ada dia patah balik atau dia move opposite direction. Okay, ada soalan tak? Okay. So have a look at this example. The distance time graph show the motion of car and a tour bus. Okay, ni graph dia. The pink color is for car, the green color for tour bus. Graph OA, pink color, represent the motion of the car from Puchong to Melaka. Okay, Puchong to Melaka. Graph BC, yellow, the yellow one, represent the motion of the tour bus from Melaka to Puchong. Nampak tak the difference between these two graph? Pink graph, pink color graph, from Puchong to Melaka. So dia ada positive gradient. For the green one, the gradient is negative. So mean opposite direction lah from Melaka to Puchong. Okay, so soalan dia, determine the difference in speed in kilometer per hour of the two vehicles. So kita nak cari different speed. So you need to find the gradient because the gradient is the speed. Kat sini lah you kena tahu. Soalan tanya speed kan. So macam mana cari speed? Speed tu sebenarnya adalah gradient. So speed for car different in distance travel over corresponding different in time. So distance dia 150 kilometer. Masa dia 2 hours. So 150 divided by 2. So this is the speed for the car. Next we calculate the speed for the tour bus. Okay, gradient dia memang negatif lah sebab dia bentuk macam tu kan. Tapi sebenarnya speed dia adalah 50 km per hour. The distance equal 150 but the time taken for tour bus is 3 hours. So the speed is 50 km per hour. So question ask you to find the difference. So minus lah. 75 minus 50 equals to 25 km per hour. Ada soalan?
No, teacher.
Okay. Nurul Syifa lambat. Example 2. The distance time graph show the motion of a car for a period of 4.5 hours. So kalau you tengok graph ni, you tahulah mula dia bergerak and then stop and then bergerak lagi. Okay. Determine the duration when the car is stationary. Kalau you tak reti nak baca graph, tak boleh jawab lah soalan ni. That's why kena tahu baca graph. So dia stop stationary dekat bahagian ni. So dia nak duration. You ambil 3 minus 2. Okay. So berapa lama dia berhenti? 1 hour. Number 2, the speed in kilometer per hour the car at the first hour. The first hour yang sini tau. Tapi you boleh cari gradient lah sebab dia kan garis lurus. Mean uniform speed. Uniform speed tu maksudnya speed dia sama je. Kalau dia bawa 50 km, 50 km je. So boleh kira untuk full. Sebab dia sama je sebab speed dia sama je. So that's why dia kira 150 divided by 2 sebab at first hour ni distance dia tidak diberi. So tak boleh nak kira lah tapi sebenarnya boleh agak sebab ni uniform speed. Kan? Kalau 2 hour 150 kilometer. So kalau 1 hour mestilah 75 km which is 150 divided by 2. Boleh juga. You boleh buat 75 divided by 2. Tapi biasanya ini tidak digalakkan lah sebab tak ada dalam graf. Bukan apa, takut nanti you tersilap bahagi ke kan. 150 tu tersilap. Terbahagi dengan ataupun ni lah takut value ni lah yang silap. Kan kadang-kadang ada orang tu dia suka congak-congak, tiba-tiba salah congak, rugilah. So kita gunakan apa yang ada pada graf. Tapi kalau you nak buat 71 over 1 dan answer pun sama. So ini pun terima juga, tak ada masalah. Okay. Okay, untuk soalan B, describe the motion of the car for the last 90 minute. 90 minit tu dekat mana? Dekat sini lah yang last ni. Sebab ni 4.5 hours. 4.5 minus 3, 1.5 hours. 1.5 hours tu adalah 90 minit. So dia tanya, dia suruh you describe the motion of the car for the last 90 minutes. So yang ni lah. So apa dia? Cari dulu speed dia. 80 km per hour. So ni dia punya jawapan lah. The car travel for 120 km. Mana dapat ni 120 ni? Minus. 270 minus 150. So maksudnya distance kat sini adalah 120 km. So the car travel for 120 km with a speed of 80 km per hour in the last 90 minutes. Kena tulis ayat macam ni sebab soalan suruh describe. Describe tu tak boleh kata apa tu kereta ni bergerak lagi. Tak boleh, kena ada fakta lah. So kena cari speed, kena bagi tahu distance. Speed and distance. Okay, boleh tak?
Boleh cikgu.
Okay. So kita tengok satu lagi example. Sahana cycle to the post office to send Hari Raya Aidilfitri greeting card to her close friend. The distance time graph shows Shahana's journey from her house to the post office and back. Kalau nampak ada macam ni maksudnya patah balik ni dia balik rumah. So dia start bergerak dari rumah dia 9:20. Lepas tu dia berjalan selama 2 km, bukan berjalan, cycles 2 km baru sampai post office. Lepas tu yang macam stop ni mungkin dia berurusan lah. Berurusan di post office dan dia balik rumah. Okay, soalan. The total distance in kilometer of Sahana's whole journey. Okay, berapa dia punya perjalanan dia? Pergi balik 4 km lah. Pergi 2 km, balik 2 km. Total 4. Okay, A2. The value of T if Shahana cycle with the speed of 8 km per hour to the post office. Dia suruh cari time given speed. So boleh guna formula distance over speed. So distance 2 km, speed 8 km per hour. So 0.25 hours. Change to minute, so 15 minute. So value of T, dia bergerak tadi 9:20 plus 15 minute. So kat sini adalah 0935. Ini masa dia sampailah dekat post office. 15 minit sahaja. Mungkin post office ni dekat lah dari rumah dia kan. So cycle 15 minit. Okay, soalan B. Describe Sahana's journey from the post office back to her house. So disuruh describe yang ni. So macam biasalah bila describe mesti bagi tahu speed and distance. So speed dia 6 km per hour. Yang ni kena hati-hati. Distance dia memang 2. Sebab dia patah balik kan, distance masih sama. Yang ni kena hati-hati. Sebab bila you kira, you akan dapat dalam minit. Minit tu kena tukar kepada jam. So akan dapat 6 km per hour. So bila nak describe tu, kena buat ayat macam ni lah. Shahana cycle for distance of 2 km in 20 minutes with a speed of 6 km per hour. From 9:50 to 10 ni adalah 20 minit. Okay. So motion with different speed. The speed of motion usually change in a journey. In such situation, average speed is used. So formula average speed, total distance over total time. Okay. Example 1. Zabeda want to visit her friend in Muar. The distance time graph show her journey by car from Segamat to Muar passing through Tangkap. So dari Segamat nak pergi Muar, lalu Tangkap. Calculate the average speed in kilometer per hour of Zabedah journey from Segamat to Muar. So boleh guna formula average speed. Sebab kalau you tengok dari Segamat to Tangkak ni dia punya speed lain. Tangkak to Muar speed dia lain sikit. Lain ni biasanya mungkin disebabkan traffic. Kan? So kita boleh cari average speed for the total journey. So total distance 80 km, total hour 1.5. So dapatlah dia punya average speed 53/1/3 km per hour. Okay. Itu soalan A. Soalan B. If the rate of change in distance for the car from Segamat to Tangkak is 50, calculate the distance in kilometer between Tangkak and Muar. Dia bagi speed untuk Segamat to Tangkak. Speed dia 50 km per hour. So nak cari distance, speed times. So speed dia given 50, masa dia 1 jam. Okay, from Segamat to Tangkak 1 hour. So distance dia adalah 50 km. Tapi ni adalah distance from Segamat to Tangkak. But the question asks the distance between Tangkak and Muar. So kena tolak lah. 80, mana lagi cuma kerja je. Okay, Tangkak tu Muar, 80 minus dengan ni tadi. Kat sini. 80 minus 50 equals to 30 km. Kenapa dia keluar C dulu? So ni untuk B Okay. For C, describe the motion of car from Segamat to Muar. So the car move for distance 80 km, total dia 80 in 1.5 hours with average speed. Ni yang you cari mula-mula dekat A tadi. So bila nak describe tu, bagi dia punya distance, bagi masa dia, bagi speed dia. Alright. Okay, that's all. So this is your homework, self-practice 7.1B. Ada soalan? Tanya yang ni ke?
No, teacher.
Okay, so kalau tak ada, so that's all for today. Please submit your homework and do your homework for today. So that's all. Thank you.